This is the second part of our report about a group of activists from Phoenix, Arizona, who organized Undocubus, a bus trip for undocumented voluntaries, as a part of a wider campaign called No Papers, No Fear, trying to bring the drama of undocumented people's life to the public attention and trying to empower the Latino community. On part 1, we review their trip, starting from Phoenix, crossing Colorado, Texas, Louisiana, and Alabama, on their way to Charleston, North Carolina.
But it's just to show like the power that an organized community has, and then also to build a network. We have all this technology these days, we have internet, we have Facebook, we have cell phones. We can all use that to organize. The other purpose was showing what an organized community can do, like we were like so many and we had so much support that didn't really matter that we were saying that we were undocumented, traveling in a bus that said that we had no papers on the outside.
One of the main stops was in August 22nd in Atlanta, a city with a big Latino population and a powerhouse for the economy among southern states. There, the Undocubus riders, supported by a number of local activists, demonstrated outside Atlanta City Detention Center, one of the jails where undocumented individuals are detained under Georgia's HB 87 law, sometimes for long periods of time before being deported.
When we went to different stops, we were very interested in Arizona. So when we got to Atlanta, it was like, wow, Arizona's here, you guys are the leaders in this fight, we look up to you, and we more or less were like, well, we're all in it together, but they see a lot of our action, so they were really inspired by it.
In Atlanta, like the other cities, the riders visited and rallied on Latino markets and communities, spreading their message of strength in community organizing. After leaving Georgia and crossing into Tennessee, they visited the National Museum of Civil Rights. Many riders blogged that they became inspired by the tactics and beliefs of the community organizers who changed history and society by relying precisely on what the riders had been preaching from day one: community strength. Tennessee is one of the many states that follow Arizona SB 1070 and passed a similar bill, HB 670.
Arizonification. So they were checkpoints, there were sheriffs who didn't want to talk to the people. It was very, very similar to here, but still really, really backward. Like here, at least we will fight, we'll get to the media, we'll do what we have to do. But in a small town like Knoxville, it was a lot more difficult. In Knoxville, Tennessee, actually, it was very, very interesting there because that was the first time I had ever done civil disobedience where they tried to actually kill us. They wanted to run us over, and that was unlike anything I had ever experienced. Even here in Arizona, I mean, people get angry, but in Tennessee, they wanted to run us over. As soon as we took that street, they were ready. And so that was a little bit interesting and scary to me. We stopped at a fork corner and we were in the middle of the intersection, and we blocked off traffic so bad that it was really backed up. And we had to form like a body of chain to protect the people in the middle because they wanted to run us over. They didn't care. They were like, get out of the street, and if you don't go, they were like gearing up, like they were just ready for us.
The riders make their way to nightly newscast after a very tense action of civil disobedience, where 4 of them were arrested and later released. Many of the Undocubus activists who took part in that action were people that back in Arizona were afraid of any contact with the police. Now they were here, voluntarily risking arrest and maybe deportation.
I don't know, I just think about every time people were doing civil disobedience, like they were undocumented people that at some time they were afraid of even like any kind of engagement with the cops, and then seeing that they were shutting down streets and being willing to get arrested for the cause. So I think that's something really like that caused a lot of impact, like seeing how just education, just knowing about the basic laws and our basic rights, it could give you like so much empowerment. Even though the system is telling you that you're undocumented, you don't have a voice, you can vote, you still have a voice, you know, if you organize with the community.
On Silva, North Carolina, the activists visited the local police station trying to confront Sheriff Jimmy Ash, who regularly set up checkpoints in Latino neighborhoods where many workers of the numerous local plantations live. A group of local activists and riders walk in and show no fear inside the police station.
Sheriff's not here. Would you like to speak with a deputy? Or
Do you have an idea when he'll be returning?
what you have to do is make an appointment, because I don't know.
Hello, Sheriff Jimmy Ash. This is Kitsi Esteva from the No Papers, No Fear, Right for Justice. And I'm calling you because we're trying to have a meeting with you and we're waiting for you here. So we want to talk to you about why you should do that.
And we are here in your office. We want to meet with you in order to talk about some issues that is happening here in the community, in the country.
We're here to talk to the sheriff, if that's at all possible.
He's not available. Is there anything else I can help you with, or?
Oh, we'd like to speak to someone because there's some concerns here in the local community, and the sheriff hasn't been willing to speak to folks.
Okay. Put the camera down. That's.
The trip ended in North Carolina. After traveling for over a month, on September the 2nd, the Undocubus arrived to Charleston and closed its journey protesting the Democratic National Convention. There, they received the support of a number of local activists.
Doesn't help my mother. Deferred action doesn't help my mother. If we are arrested today and she gets arrested, she's risking deportation. But we're here because we want to stop that, exactly that, the separation of families. And we have faith that our action is going to have ripple effect in all of our communities, that they're going to organize to get us out and to continue fighting.
Y necesito que el presidente Obama escuche nuestro mensaje, que de qué lado él está, si quiere ser un presidente recordado que deporta a todos los indocumentados, o del lado de todos los inmigrantes, apoyándonos en sus derechos civiles.
For all of you who just got arrested, I just want to commend your bravery in making sure that your voices, your stories, your situation is exposed and shown. That it's not just about what big people with a lot of money and super PACs get to say out in the media and the press, but that real people step forward and share their stories unafraid. You should not be afraid, even though you're undocumented. Things will change. We are here with you. Si se puede! Si se puede!
I think we're living in extreme times, and since we're living in extreme times, we need extreme measures. We're dealing with mass incarceration and a mass amount of criminalization. And we're a society that punishes and tortures one another because we feel like we can judge, and that's not the truth. You know, as long as the government goes around and starts saying, "Well, you're a criminal, you're not," you know, we can't allow that to happen. Our community is broken, our families are broken, and it's breaking us as individuals.
Undocubus is one of many initiatives by the Immigrant, mainly Latino advocates, to bring their daily drama of racial profiling and separation of families to the public eye. Other initiatives like Immigration is Beautiful and Coming Out of the Shadows add to this No Papers, No Fear campaign. The idea behind them is to empower individuals through community organizing. Reporting for The Real News, this is Oscar Leon.